how to create charts in Canva. We're going to take a look. Canva is known for editing, creating the thumbnail, and so on and so forth. Now we are going to particularly discuss the topic how to create charts in Canva. Wonderful charts you can create. Maybe we'll start with the bar chart, then we'll go to donut chart, scatter chart, histogram, various other chart we are going to do it. And you can really tell the story using the charts very nicely, right? You can convey whatever the inferences you would like to place, you can do it with the help of Canva. Not only that, what inspired me to do this video is that we have a data set and then you ask Canva to create the summary, it will give it. For example, let's say I want statistical summary, I want correlations, I want scatter. Whatever the prompt you give, it will also will return to that, right? So how to do that? So you can use the Canva from two ways. One, you can use it from browser, of course, Canva. Another one, you can use it. I have used as a application so that even offline also I can use it. So I have that click that Canva I've installed as an app, and I can very well do that anytime. So without internet also I can really do it. Some changes and everything I can do, I can very well do it without any internet support. But if I wanted to publish, create, get some images and all that, I may need the internet also as well. And then next part, I have a basic version, and but still it is very interesting. I thought that I can just give you a perspective, and you can also start using the Canva as such. Let's go back. Let's go back to the very file you have. So you can just click on three dot open menu. In the menu, you have that your name will come up and all that, right? So, and then you have a home, project, templates, and all that. Whatever the projects I have done, for example, different thumbnails and all that, it will come up. And similarly, whatever the files I have used, everything it will come up, right? This is how it will show. And then also it will give you the files which I have recently opened, and also the templates, everything it will give that. Okay, so now the discussion we are gonna, so there is something called new feature, Canva AI. You can also create and make use of summary and all that using Canva AI. And now we are going to take, open this one, the create, and the create, it will ask for what you wish to create. For example, you can create the presentation, social media, photo editor, videos, and docs and all that you can do. And, but we are going to take a look on sheet. From the sheet only, you can create the data set, right? So you can see that you can create file videos and Instagram and all that. Let me go ahead and create the sheet. So you can find it one of two ways you can do. Either you can just create sheet from here. If it is that sheet from here, or I think I did click the design. Let me close this up. Let me go back to one. Okay. Yeah. So you can create from here, right? Or you can create from this also as well, right? You can create from here. Doesn't matter. So let's take from here. Let me tell you a few things about Canva. So in Canva, first row, just like mini tab, just like any other tab, any other app, first row is being preserved for heading. But only thing is row will start straight away with the row one. But row one is all the row one is being preserved for heading. What we mean by that? For example, let's say you are keeping it like the data set 2, 3, 4. 2, it will take it as a heading, right? It will perform only the, for this data set, maybe 3, 4, 5 example. It will perform the chart only for this, right? So first thing, just like Manytab, right? Manytab has a dedicated called row 0, and other app has got row 0 everything, but it called row 1, but this row 1 is for heading. Let's take a look on that. Let me demonstrate what I'm trying to say. Let's say I'm just giving simple data set 2, 3, 4, 5 example. So what I intend to tell is that, so if you don't give this one 2, it will take it to the heading, and then it will perform only for this. Let's take a look on that. So what I'm doing it, I just selected the data, go to action, and in the action you can do that charting part, right? So magic charts. So you see that, for example, I need a bar chart, simple bar chart example. Okay, you see that the bar chart has come up. Okay, let us keep it like this. And if you want, you can double click on this, and you can just change it to, let's say you need the data labels example. Okay, so you see that here, so it has skipped the 2 and it started with the 3, 4, 5, right? So this is what I mean. But still, if you want, double click and you can change the data series. First, starting with, so if you look at here, straight away start with that one. And if you want to change, you can also change that also as well, right? So this is still you can do that also as well. But the main thing which we need to keep it in mind is that, so first one, we can keep it for heading. For example, I'm just keeping that heading as well. Now, if I do, then I'm just keeping like 6, 10, 12, 20, right, 30, and all that. Automatically, you don't need to drag and all that. Automatically, the charts will get created, right? So now, if how to invoke the heading also as well, right? So heading, how we can do, create simple chart. Okay. So how to do it? So double click on this and you will go to customize, and then here you have legends. You can have legends like heading, right? In the legends, basic thing like you can also add the subtitle if you want, and the source, you can source file. Let's say I'm just taking from X location example, or any location like, the test location I will call it. And then X, what is X axis you can give, what is Y axis you can give. So Y axis is just a number, some random number, and so on, right? So you can very well do that, and of course you can change the colors, everything. Of course, this is end. This, if you want to keep it in the middle, if you want to keep it in the base, all that is possible. And then furthermore, you can also do that, go to the data. And of course, if you wanted to flip to any other chart, let's say this is the bar chart. If you wanted to flip to any other chart, stack chart is an example, you can create. Or if you wanted to create, but this is just a only one column is there. So stack chart will not will not be so different than normal bar chart. Row chart also you can do. Like similarly, pie chart, because I have more than 5 categories, so it will not look good. So you can still, it has converted quickly the percentage, everything. Donut charts I can do, and I can add a little bit more category also as well, and then do that donut chart also as well, right? So like this, you are free to change the chart itself, right? So like a histogram, this is also good. Histogram also can do, will be useful for you. And similarly, you can do funnel chart. So funnel chart, it has also come very nice. And then you can do radar chart. Radar chart also has come. So mostly this area it has come. So if you have more than 3 subgroups or columns, it will be useful. Funnel chart also you can do. Facts circle, right? So because it requires some more subgrouping. So I don't have that subgrouping. So done that. But using that, it has taken each of these as subgroups that has given. That is also you can do. And tree map also, but tree map also requires more data, but I'm just giving it here. So I've just given very high level. The very important message is that, so always go for heading and then you give that one. Otherwise, that data set, if you directly add the number without heading, it will take that as a, that data set will get skipped and then it will process for others. So this is one part. What I'm doing it now, I'm just creating a couple of charts from my data set. Okay. I have just click here, going to my data set. Let's say like simple chart I can do, right? So circular bar chart I can do, right? Let's say this is what I need, and this is my heading, and this is my percentage. And then now what I will do, this is completed, and then this is pending. This is cancel example. It could be hold, it could be delayed, or whatever the category you have, you can add it. Let's say this is percentage. Let's say percentage, I'm just giving this is 80 percentage. This is 5 percentage, and this is also 5 percentage, and the rest other things I'm just giving you 5 percentage. Copy paste this also, right? So what you need to do, just click this one, and now you can go to action. Anything if you wanted to do, you can do that. First of all, you also want to change the font, you can right away change from here, right? So for example, let's say if you want DM or any other fonts, you can very well do that also. And you can also change the colors, everything that you can do from here, not from here. It will create the charts, and then paint and grids. For example, these two, I wanted to keep it, sorry, no dots. I wanted to keep it in the center. I can keep it don't need this, so I'll keep it in the center, so it has come in center everything. So that chart we can do directly, like here you can do from here also action. Let me show you what are the things. Import data is possible, generate the table is possible, and fill the empty cell, so that's possible. Magic charts, magic insights, write, magic write, this is also very interesting. And then resize, translate, and so on and so forth. So let's start with the magic chart. Magic chart, you can also find it here also as well. Okay, now you see that this is very nicely it has given, right? So what it will do, anything like whatever the charts you want, you can get it. Let's say I need donut charts, right? And you can very well change this color. For example, let's say pending. So pending you want, example, pending you want to change any colors, you can change. Like the pending is this one, right? Pending is this one. Okay, let's say if you want, sorry, this one, right? So this one, sorry. So pending, if you want to change, you can just change that and cancel maybe orange, whatever the colors, right? Just click here, go this way, and then change the color. So you can change the color and all that. As per your color palette requirement, you can do that. So this is the good donut chart. The best part in that, right? So anytime when I change any other thing, for example, I'm just adding one more extra one, right? Maybe I will call it as yet to update the status example. Right? And then I'm making this as a 3%, and this one is a 2%. You see that this is getting updated. You don't need to drag, drop, all that. You can just create this one, right? So similarly, if you want like number, if you have, let's say I'm just creating one more column on the left side. I'll show you, and I'm just creating in Excel, right? This is my Excel, and I can connect that data source also. What we mean by that, for example, this is the status I have, right? And I have numbers, so some numbers I have, so random between, let's say 10 to 12 example. Okay, so let me delete this one for now, right? I'll copy this one. I'll just go back to my Canva. I'll take it as a new one, the third page. It'll take a few seconds, so I have just added. Now, what is very interesting, which I really like, was so it also is interactive one. What is mean by that? For example, let's say I'm just creating simple charts now. For now, maybe this actually is fine for me. Let's say I'm just creating this chart. Okay. Okay. So now, so let's say I have to change this data set, right? But my data set is there in Excel. How to change back, right? So I have to go back to my data set. So let's say this is my data set. Now instead of cancel 11, I'm just giving 5 example, right? So just 5 I'm just given from 11. Initially it was 11. Now I've given 5. Just keep in, okay? And control S. So I have saved this one. Come back here. And then if you do that actioning again, sorry, if you do that again, that charge, now that let me delete this chart. It will just refresh in few seconds. So control S. Okay. So it will take few seconds. So once what it will do, it will automatically, it will just change this also as well. Pick it up. Sorry. So after a few seconds, what will happen whenever the source connection is being established, right? So let's say this source, this is my source. I go to this, the source detail. So the source detail, it will ask for, now you see that live one, right? So this is my source and it is linked to my source, right? So it is there in my system. If I wanted to change the file name, I can change everything. So it is connected to my source, right? The Excel. Whenever the Excel get changed, this also will get changed also as well. But it will take few seconds, and then it will get added to it, right? So that's every time when I change that Excel and come back, and this will get added here. Maybe I'll add one more column here in my Excel. Test, I will add it as this. I will keep it as 11 only, but here I will keep it as test as 1. Okay. You see, come back here and come back to this. and in few seconds it will get updated, right? So when you do the charting part, by the time it will, or you can close and open, it will get updated. So this is also one of the areas. So similarly, you can also do that magic insights. So magic insight, what it will do, give summary, right? Give summary through Pareto charting. Give summary. I'm just giving view summary. Okay. Give, maybe I'll write a specific word, statistical summary. So descriptive summary. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So if what it will do, it will just take that command. There are a lot of things to explore. You can keep exploring that out as well. See, it has given a very good summary, like what is the sum we have, what is the, and then we just point this, what is the average we have, and what is the largest number, and largest count, I mean the repeated values, right, of course, too. And then it has given that category and all that, right? So it is very much useful. And if you want to add this up, you can add that chart also as well, right? Add to the presentation, it will add to this presentation, right? So it has taken that one. And similarly, if you want like this, if you want, you can add to the presentation, right? So like this, you can do. So now some of the statistical part we can do, right? So what I will do, I will just create a new sheet. I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, I will add the sheet. I don't need the presentation. I will need the sheet. Okay, sheet has been getting added. So what I will do, I will just go back to my this thing. So I will just take this data, right? So if you look at here, so this data I have taken and paste it here. So this is temperature and foam. Temperature is my x-axis and foam percentage is one, is the y-axis. This some data I have and all that. Right? So if I go to that chart, right, magic chart, right, automatically it is suggested the scatter. You see, this is what I really like about it. You don't need to look for the charts, everything. Let's say I'm just inserting it. And then let's say this is too much gap is there, but my initial value itself will start with around somewhere around 20 and all that, right? So what we can do, we can just keep it here and double click on this, just like Excel, double click on this. And you can see that x-axis is temperature, y-axis is foam. It has taken properly. If you want to change, you can change also. And then if you want any other font, you can do. That's possible. Customize, if you look at here, and in the customize X, the title, I'm just giving like a scatter diagram. And then subtitle I don't have, and then it is already connected to the source. And y-axis, if you look at here, y-axis is minimum, I want 30, right? So automatic R35 we want. Right? So it has taken properly like this, and maximum it is fine. I think up to 50, 55 can go example, okay? Or 50 also fine. Similarly, I think I can decrease, increase, all that is possible. So I don't need the line. I can just get rid of the line. So minimum two lines I can have. So sorry, maximum two lines I can have. So similarly, y-axis, in y-axis is already there. I want to start with the 10, and this is better. Or 15 also, 12 also fine with me. 13 also fine. Yeah. So start straight with the 15, and I will go to 50 example. Okay, this also I can reduce number of things. So this has also has come down also as well, or increase number of grid points also I can increase. So settings, grid lines is there. If you want no grid lines, you can remove that. If you want grid line, you can do that. Tool tips you can do if you want, you can keep it all that. That's same like Excel or any other app, you can do that. Legends, if you want, you can keep it the legends also. That's fine. And what I was saying is that this is connected live, right? That's what I was trying to show. Now what I will do, I will add one more data set called 21. 21. I will give 40 as a temperature, 30 as the foam percentage. Right. So I will just put it up as yellow so that it is the incremented number. Right. I have appended one more data set. Let's go back to Canva, and you see here automatically it's getting updated. That's what exactly I was trying to say. Automatically getting updated. right? And then I'm just adding one more, like 22. Here I'm adding it maybe 50, and here 40 example. So come back, you see what we have to do, Control S, save this up as well. Like this, you can create any multiple number of charts using this one. I hope you find it useful. We created simple charts, and then we went to donut chart, we went to tree diagram and it's bar chart, and then we went to scatter diagram and all that, right? I hope you find it useful. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have wonderful day.